this offseason. Of course, the last championship that the Lynx won was Howard, a big part of that recipe to success. And for more on that, let's check in with AJ.
Yeah, Chris, Coach Reed was very complimentary of Natasha before this game. She was beaming when I asked her about her, saying it was fun to see the evolution of the younger version of Tosh to the leader she is now on this team. And they really wanted a pick and roll post, and she's been great in pairing with Olivia Miles. You've seen the chemistry between those two. And she also noted Natasha's footwork in the paint, guys.
Hey, AJ, a lot of people forget Natasha Howard was a #2 rated recruit out of high school when she came out of the state of Ohio, and she has championship caliber metal about her. And when you speak to her, you gotta lean in because she's so soft-spoken, but her game is loud.
This is one of the themes, though, of this game with both of these teams, bringing on pieces that have veteran and championship experience to complement the young talent on both sides as Kayla McBride is fouled. Sheldon too aggressive there.
That was an example of Natasha Howard right there, flipping her hips on the screen to give Kayla McBride a chance. She started to set one angle, she turned the angle, and that made J.C. Sheldon late.
Foot on the line, so a couple for McBride. Let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. A lot of New York coming up on NBC, Peacock. You have the Wings in Liberty, and then more New York Monday. Peacock and NBCSN, Portland and New York. Got the Liberty on USA starting the Wednesday doubleheader against Phoenix, Atlanta, Minnesota to follow. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
So 9 of the 10 starters have scored so far in the game. Courtney Williams, the only starter for both teams that hasn't had a bucket yet.
Great balance so far. Rachel Banham comes in off the bench, can shoot it for Chicago. Stevens, first game of the season, first points of the season.
Nice job taking advantage of her size on the backside of that defense. And then Miles, 2 layups for Olivia Miles.
From what you've seen, what has allowed her to translate so well so quickly?
Conceptually, she has played in systems that have allowed her to have the ball in her hands and read the second level.
Banham, no.
And when you have a good handle and you have size on the top of the floor, it's hard to double team, and the primary defender doesn't bother you. You can see the floor, and she sees the floor so well.
Somebody who you just can't look away when they have the basketball. Jaquez off the steal. Number 5 pick. Stevens can shoot it. Williams, former defensive player of the year in the WNBA. Corner left side, Banham. Oh, yeah.
Good recognition of the mismatch on the switch. Miles stuck on Elizabeth Williams, and a beautiful drift pass to the deep corner.
Tied at 17. It was 86-79 Chicago when these teams met on Sunday. That's defensive 3 seconds. New CBS tomorrow, a thrilling season finale of Tracker. And every case has led to this. Don't miss a moment of the action in the Tracker season finale tomorrow on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. And McBride connects on the technical foul from the defensive 3 seconds. You have so many players in this game, you have to have their eyes on and be in the right help position.
Now, if you're a young player and you want to learn how to shoot the basketball, you study Kayla McBride. There's not many that can get their feet down, quickly flip their hips around, and have perfect textbook form like McBride. It's beautiful.
It's a wonderful shot. Number 6 on the all-time three-point list. Banham, who hit a 3 last possession. Front iron it off. McBride chases. Miles. Eyes everywhere. Behind the back, over the shoulder, feeds all in her bag. Howard carves inside and banks it in.
She has perfected that move in the paint, at the rim, over the left shoulder.
7 of the 8 field goals for the Lynx have come in the paint. Williams, defended by Howard. Back to the basket game, too much. Howard, a team high 8. Another behind the back pass, just to beat low. King, baseline drive, and a whistle. She traveled.
Leah King, not known as a three-point shooter. You look at, this is the move I'm talking about. It's good footwork, it's over the left shoulder, it's her go-to move. She doesn't need to counter when she catches it and gets the dribble that deep.
Be able to have that inside post game and be a great roller. It's a great weapon to have offensively as a big. 8 of the 20. For the player in her second stint with the team. Featuring Williams. Wrestled away inside. And King and Debbie, you've highlighted her defensive presence, and she's checked in off the bench for Coach Reeve.
Well, once Nia Coffey picked up that second foul, Leah King has been a force around the rim, in the paint, protecting at the rim.
Cardoso back in. Two-player game with Cloud. Williams spins in the paint. Off the back of the rim, but a whistle. So Elizabeth Williams getting a lot of touches in the half-court sets for Chicago.
You've got to be prepared for this little hitch in her free throw, so you don't lean in the lane. That hitch, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Just 4 for 10 so far this season. From the line. Yep, right there, that hitch. Just one of those things that you either learn to live with or try to work through. One or the other.
You got to know the scout.
And hey, good job. Second time in less than a week these teams have played. Low pass through King's legs and a backcourt violation.
Cheryl Reeves' team doing an excellent job establishing, as you mentioned before, points in the paint, getting the ball inside against a smaller Chicago lineup. When they start with 4 guards, they have gone to their bigger lineup with Elizabeth Williams on the floor at the 4 spot.
8 turnovers for the Lynx have been a problem on their offensive side. Great roll by Cardoso.
This is your home. The smartest way to protect it? LP SmartSide Siding. It's siding tough enough to handle real life, including the occasional oops from your kids. It's strong, stylish siding engineered to last. That's smart.
To the floor, takes that help away at the rim. Really well done.
One shot, yo.
And Cardoso, a strong start to the season. 3 double-doubles in the first 5 games. Connects on the free throw. Tie it up at 20.
No, we're going to have a game. I mean, it's going to go back and forth. There's too much talent on this floor for a lot of separation.
Williams tried to get separation for her mid-range. Set a hand check foul. That freedom of movement, big emphasis this offseason. Called on Sydney Taylor.
Chris, I love the freedom of movement emphasis and the calls, and I think the officials have been consistent in calling those plays off the ball.
Talking with Skylar Diggins practice yesterday, it was one of the things that she highlighted. The game has been called much closer in the early season. Interested to see how long it's called that tight as Williams gets on the scoreboard. Now every starter in this game has found the scoring column here in this first. Williams off the big screen, set by Hoff, and gets the bucket.
And Mesa Hoff. Courtney Williams was calling for that middle ball screen from Hoff all the way up the floor. She knew exactly what she was trying to get out of that action.
Mesa Hoff, player on the development contract, play in 12 games on the developmental contract. And with the injuries for both these teams, they had to utilize those roster spots quite heavily so far this year. Cloud fade away with 3 seconds. A battle for the rebound and a whistle underneath. It'll be on the Lynx. They get Hoff for her first.
That's where 6'7" is 6'7", and that is tough. Look, 2 white jerseys in front, and she's just longer and taller and reaches over the top and avoids the contact.
That's the 6'7" that I'm familiar with, not with these kids these days. Their hands, the 6'7". Big 6'7" Cardoso establishing presence down low. And hits the free throws. Just a couple of ticks. Williams launches from half. Oh, strong iron, and that does it for the first. And Debbie, you highlighted it at the top. This one would be close and back and forth. And we've had the pace and the energy so far here on CBS. And in the first, Minnesota by 2. We're watching the WNBA on CBS, presented by AT&T.
People think it's like you're good at something, or you're not. But really, you set a goal and you show up. Everybody's day one looks different. And every day is day one. But if you wait to feel ready, you're never gonna start. You let yourself be bad at it. And then you look up one day and you're like, oh, I can do this now. So start somewhere. Start anywhere. Just start how you can.